Look at the beauty of fine sapphire and marvel at the diversity of garnets. People are constantly asking me, where do your gems come from and what does the process look like that brings them to us? It starts with multiple plane trips that begin in the US, traveling to Thailand, and then on to Africa and Sri Lanka. I go right to the heart of the gemstone mining centers, and it's in these areas such as northern Tanzania, under the watchful eye of Mount Kilimanjaro, that some of the world's most beautiful and rare gemstones are found. To get to the mines, I have to travel by four-wheel drive. These are rural areas. They are primitive and often without electricity and running water. At mining sites, we look for miners with fine quality rough for sale. Sometimes we go into the mines. I descended here about 35 feet using footholds made of rock and wooden beams. At the bottom I found a miner chipping at the walls with a hammer and chisel, hoping to find rhodolite garnet crystals embedded in the host rock. This is the tanzanite mining area of Mererani, Tanzania. To descend, I climbed down a wooden ladder straight into the darkness. Everything down here is covered in graphite dust. The miners here are looking for veins of quartz containing pockets of the valuable tanzanite. At 1,000 feet down, it's hot. The temperature's in the 90s. Sri Lanka is also a very important source for sapphire, for garnets, for spinel, and others. The gems here are located beneath the rice fields in ancient gem-bearing gravels that are about 30 feet below the surface. Because the water table is so high, they have to pump out the mines constantly. While you're down there, the water is constantly pouring in over you like a shower. And Jantaburi, Thailand has produced sapphire for years. The famous black star sapphires come from here, along with multicolored sapphires displaying beautiful blues, greens, and yellows. Now, after processing the gem-bearing dirt, they return the soil to resume growing tropical fruits like bananas and mangoes. Selecting the rough is not easy. We must light up the interior of the stone from many angles, looking for cracks and distracting inclusions. It's critical to know exactly also how to orient the stone to get the best color and weight retention. It's a tricky process. Selecting the opals are also tough because you must determine where the best play of color will be found and how to face up the stone. You've got to select stable material as well that won't crack when it's cut. Speaking of cutting, Kak, my brother-in-law, and Bong, his wife, are the managers of our family cutting center. They are amazing gemstone artists, and their story is one of great achievement against tremendous odds. The rough stones must be shaped and prepared for the final cutting and polishing. It takes a masterful eye to see the potential in each piece. After that, the precision work of cutting and polishing begins. Hundreds of facets must be aligned perfectly and then cut and finally polished. This type of precision work takes great time, focus, and artistic talent. Several years ago, our opals were featured on the cover of Gems and Gemology, GIA's quarterly periodical. It was a great honor. Finally, once an Artinian gem is complete, it is now ready to be set in a fine piece of jewelry. Such a treasure can be cherished, shown off, and treated as a family heirloom.